Hello everyone, yours truly, Chrislevi13. And firstly, right off the bat, I hope that you all, the viewers from around the world, the people who are part of the Chris crew, hopefully you all are doing good. Because yours truly, I'm doing good right now in life, both personally and professionally, which is very, very awesome in my opinion. But anyway, today's video is kind of to piggyback off, or kind of go along with my buddy, TripleLGaming. He did a video recently on his channel where he said 10 things that you may or may not know about him. And it was really cool to get to know more about one of my best friends in the world, because I knew most of those things, but some of them I didn't know, and it was really, really cool. So today, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to say 10 things that you may or may not know about yours truly, Chrislevi13. So sit back, relax, hopefully you'll enjoy this video, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so we can content from yours truly. So, getting into 10 things that you may or may not know about me, yours truly, you obviously know that I am passionate about music, wrestling, and gaming. I love those things through and through, all aspects, from doing those things to learning more about why this person or that person does the ins and outs. I love those things. But when I get into these 10 things, they may be more than 10 because I'm going to go into detail about these things, but I want to let you all know a wide variety of things that pertain to YouTube, outside of YouTube, my gaming, music, wrestling, and all that jazz in these 10 things. So hopefully I do this justice and give you something entertaining. Anyway, let's get right into it. Number 1, you all know that I am part of TripleLGaming on YouTube, or TOG. It's what the group me, Larry, and Logan of Big Game Gaming call each other. And you want to know what? How did I meet those guys? Because this is number 1. How did I meet Larry and Logan of TripleLGaming? Well, simply, I met Logan years ago through RP Wrestling, which basically, you have a Facebook group where it has a fictional wrestling promotion for the name, and then you have some fake titles put in there, and basically what you're doing is basically you, in short or long paragraphs or in videos, you post in that group. And then the person that's running the group will say, okay, run in that group, and whoever writes the matches and all that, we'll look at it and say, okay, this person out-talked this person in their videos and written promos, so they win the match. Unless the match is storyline, and then there's other things like that. So that's how I met him through having a gimmick, going in there and doing this stuff on Facebook. Then with Larry, I met him back when I purchased an Xbox 360 and Halo Reach, because Halo Reach came with a 2-day Xbox Live membership to where I could play the game online, and I did that. And one of those nights I met him, and through playing a couple hours with him that night, we added each other on Facebook, and throughout the years, we realized we had music, wrestling, gaming, and other things in common, and it's just strengthened our friendship. So I consider Larry and Logan to be my 2 partners in crime right here on YouTube and throughout life, because they're 2 of my best friends. Even though we haven't physically met in person, they're 2 of my best friends, and one day I'll go to California and see Logan, and one day I'll go to Canada and see Larry. So if y'all 2 are watching this, thank you all for being my friends. So getting into number 2, you obviously all know that I play the guitar, right? And playing the guitar is really, really cool, but I also can play the bass, a little bit of drums, some of the harmonica, because I've messed around on my dad's harmonicas. And when I was in high school, I played the trumpet. No, not high school, it was middle school, because I played for the middle school band for 1 year. And in 8th grade, I played the trumpet. And still can't play because I was probably last year wasn't one of these places and they had a trumpet, and I played on it and I was okay at it. So yeah, I played the trumpet outside of playing the guitar, and so it's cool. So that's something else to know about me. And staying on the music thing, number 3, because I have been in 3 official bands. I've been in 3 bands. One was a year after I was in high school. It was called Forever Gone. It was a group of friends during the summer, and it lasted about 2 months, and then we broke apart when things just weren't working out. We still stayed friends, and things just weren't working out in the band. Number 2, the band I was in was called Rumspringa, and it was a band with me on rhythm guitar, my dad on bass. We had a drummer, lead guitar player, and a female singer. We played 2 gigs, one out here around the county where I live at, and then one in Memphis, and it was really, really cool to play in Memphis because we played at the stage top, a very iconic place in Memphis. And yeah, then the number 3rd band was basically the people from Rumspringa. We all got back together, but she also had in an additional guitar player who played the lead guitar player, and a male singer. So we had female, male singer, 3 guitar players, a bass, and a drummer in that band. And it was really, really cool to be in that band. And I was in that band for a good while, and with that band, we probably, the amount of time that I was with the band, because I wasn't with the band with the whole time that they were together, probably the amount of time I was with Ace as well, which you see right here on the shirt. We had some merch, number one. Number two, we had a demo that we could show to local bars and people that wanted to hear us. And we probably played from practice to gigs to just being around each other probably 30, 40 times, you know. And it was really, really cool to be as part of that. Getting into number 4. Number 4, there's a game series that you may not know that I am a fan of. It's not the Borderlands, it's not the Halos, it's not the Kingdom Hearts. Love those series. Those are my 3 favorite series of all time. And I'll always play those games through and through. But, with that being said, there's a series that had 3 titles in it. One was called BioShock 1, BioShock 2, and then I believe the third one was BioShock Infinite. I hadn't played those in several years, and I do want to get the remastered version of it and probably do a mix of it, playing it by myself and also on stream. But BioShock is one of my favorite series because I love jumping into that world because it kind of gave me like a Fallout feel, but in a different style, and the powers and the mother and being down there up under the water and going through these tight corridors and seeing the scary things. That game did scare me a little bit, you know, and all this jazz. And then you're in the third one, you're way out above the skies and all that. So it's really, really cool, you know. So that is that one. Then getting into number 5. Now let's go on to the wrestling part of things. Being a wrestler, doing wrestling. I have done backyard wrestling. I've done wrestling in an actual ring, and I trained with two indie wrestlers for about 2 months, and then we did a show in his backyard wrestling ring where I went under the name Chris Wine. Number 6. I have never owned. Me personally, we did have one in the house when I was a little kid, but personally, I've never owned a Nintendo system. I've had access to playing Nintendo systems, but since I got my first, since we got the PlayStation 1 in the house, we never had any other system outside of a PlayStation or Xbox system in the house. We didn't have a Nintendo 64, we didn't have a GameCube, we didn't have Wii's, a Wii U, Nintendo Switch, but hopefully within the next year I can save up the money, or maybe somebody can help me and I can get a Switch, because if I had a Switch, I would definitely create content around that system, along with my Xbox One where I do a lot of my streaming, you know? So, yeah, I've never had a Nintendo console of my own. So yeah, I've had a PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, Xbox 360, and Xbox One, but never had a Nintendo console. So just letting you all know that little tidbit of information. Number 7. One sport that I've played in my life. I've done backyard football, played basketball on the course, done stuff like that. But one sport that I was actually on a team with when I was a little kid, my mother was the coach, and I played soccer. Yes, and I actually liked soccer. That was the one sport that I told my parents that if they had it at the high school, I would play it. But they didn't have it in my high school until after I graduated. Boo. But hey, that's one sport that I have played. Number 8. Well, you know what? Speaking on the sports thing, there are several sports that you may not know I'm a fan of. Obviously, people might know that I'm a fan of football. I like the New Orleans Saints. They're probably my favorite sports team of all time. But I also like some basketball, and I like NASCAR. When it comes to NASCAR, I like the Hendrick Motorsports, and Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Gordon are my 2 favorite drivers of all time. Then you go on to NHRA, which is drag racing. I like John Force. And then you go to basketball. I like the Boston Celtics and the Memphis Grizzlies. You know, it doesn't matter about the players, but it's more about the teams that I like, you know, and that's the kind of person I am. Now, I do watch some other sports from time to time, like some NHL or some NBA, MLB or stuff like that, whenever it gets down to like the end of the seasons and you have the playoffs and all that stuff. But that's just a little tidbit of information for me in sports and some teams that I like. Number 9, that I never expected to be a YouTube content creator. I thought I'd create a YouTube, upload some videos, have some fun with it, and then it'd be a flash in the pan thing, and I'd be on right now working my job, focusing more on music. And that's really what I thought in the year 2012, 13, and even 14. But hey, I'm here in 2019. That means 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 19. That's 7 years on this platform, and hey, I'm still creating and going, so thank you all for being here, you know. And number 10, the last thing that people may not know about me. Me. What can I do? Something that I can put out there that maybe you all don't know me. Oh yeah, I'm an Xbox One player, right? I love the Xbox One exclusives, but there's one exclusive to the Xbox. It's a big, very big franchise that I haven't been the biggest fan of, but maybe the next one can change my mind, and that is Gears of War. I'm not the biggest fan of Gears of War. I think it's because I'm more of a Halo fan. Maybe that might even be, I might be biased or whatever, but that's what it is, you know? And there was a time whenever I was doing my old gaming group where I actually bought Gears 1, 2, 3, and Judgment, and I played a couple days of Judgment, about an hour or two of the first one, and then I went back a couple days later and gave those games back to the same GameStop and got what money I could get back or store credit. I won't believe it. Wouldn't remember at the time. And did that. So yeah, I'm really not a fan of Gears of War. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm not saying the stories are bad, because I've watched the stuff when people stream them on YouTube and Twitch and even Mixer and enjoyed it. But it's just not my cup of tea. Maybe the next one will change my mind and get me back to playing those games, and I'll actually buy them and get through all that. But that's just that. And that's 10 things, or roughly more than 10 things, because I went into further detail of the same thing. These are 10 things that you may have or may not have known about yours truly, Chrislevi13. So to all you fellow creators, why don't you pop a video up on your channel saying 10 things that you may not know about me? Because I'd love to see that. And everybody else, stay awesome. Because I'm Chrislevi13, and I like promoting positivity to the best of my ability. No matter the platform, no matter the day, no matter the instance, I like promoting platforms. So anyway, I'll see y'all later. Stay awesome!